Thank you for the opportunity to talk with you today. Exercise 24 comes from an outstanding lineage. From the Golden Phoenix series of events that ended in California in 2008, which taught us so much about the value of radical inclusion. In the last Golden Phoenix, over 140 different agencies, public, private, whole of government, transnational, individuals, academia, businesses participated. It shows the importance of being able to bring different ideas together and the terrific value that can be gained by doing that. In addition, X24 Europe will benefit from the experiences from last fall's Exercise 24 Southern California. Over 12,000 participants from 79 countries, over 90 different U.S. government and non-U.S. government organizations participated. Again, it shows just what can be done when people get together. But this is not just an academic or a technical or administrative exercise. Missions such as humanitarian assistance, disaster relief, both at home and abroad, stabilization, reconstruction, building security capacity, are increasingly important missions, not just for the U.S. Department of Defense, but even for whole of government and the whole of nation. We need to figure out how to get as many different ideas, as many different capabilities to work together in these environments, and this is one of the things that X24 can help us do. In addition, we see the power of social media and outside-the-wire communications daily in situations from Haitian disaster relief to the Gulf Coast oil spill to Afghanistan and now to the political upheavals in the Maghreb. These are tools that we have to learn how to use and understand how others are using them, and X24 Europe can provide a terrific opportunity to do that. I look forward to bringing many new members into this organization, the Star Tides Global Network. I hope to have large participation from that. But one of the things we've learned out of Tides is that it's not enough just to focus on capabilities. You've also got to develop social networks and build trust, and that's one of the things that this will do. We've got to understand the policy and doctrine and convert it into effective field operating procedures. Again, I hope this will be able to contribute to that. We need to understand the legal and regulatory constraints under which we operate, understand where the resources come from, and then train, exercise, and educate so we actually change our behaviors to get to lessons learned as opposed to what we do now, which is just lesson observed, and then the next year lesson re-observed, and then year after that seeing the same thing once again because we're not doing anything differently. Another thing we've learned is the importance of having a neutral space. A classic example of this is the Taj Mahal guest house near Jalalabad in Afghanistan. San Diego State Viz Center has performed this role brilliantly, not only in Exercise 24, but in many others. I hope that National Defense University will be able to contribute as well. The neutral space is a place where people from different backgrounds, different skill sets can come together and work to find new ideas under minimal pressure. There's another idea, though, I think that needs to be considered. The crowd is going to generate enormous amounts of information, whether government wants it or not. Crowdsourced, open source, social media, whatever. In order to take advantage of it, organizations are going to have to build bridges to that crowd. And this is a design problem for each individual organization. What will work for the European Command will be different than work for the Southern Command in Haiti, different works for an NGO, different works from the government. But the bridge has to be built. But unless we take another step and actually complete transactions so that people are pulled for the rubble, so that supplies are delivered, so that contracts are fulfilled, in other words, a difference is made on the ground, then the rest of it is just sharing electrons. So I encourage all the participants to think about how they would incorporate the logistics aspects of the scenario to get to completed transactions on the ground. There's one more step, and that's feedback. Part of the feedback is to make the transaction work better. But another part of the feedback is to inform the international community about what's going on, in part to convey your own strategic communication message, perhaps to shame the international community in doing something better. So as we do Exercise 24 Europe, I hope that the participants will look across the different activities to think of how they will build the bridges to the crowd, how they would convert that into effective transactions, and then how they would put their feedback together. So let me thank again everyone who is involved in this exercise. I think it's a terrific opportunity. I look forward to many more, and I also look forward to the chance to meet new friends and colleagues and hopefully to contribute to this, I think, really important event. Thank you very much.